What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So today what I want to do is kind of go through my everyday carry stuff for 2023. The stuff that I've been carrying, not only like on my person in my pockets, but also I carry a backpack. So everything that's in here, give you kind of a rundown. Obviously, there are some links to some of this stuff. There's not some links to some other stuff that can't have links to, but if you want to know anything about it, they're in the description. They do help out the channel, but this is fun because this is like one of my favorite things to talk about is this EDC stuff. So let's get into it. So the most logical place to start would be what I actually have in my pockets or on my person. So let's start there. First obvious, get out of the way. iPhone, I think this is a 14 Pro Max with the Latercase Kevlar case on it. I like it because I don't like anything thick. I like something super thin, and it does a good job of protecting the phone. And then I also have the Apple AirPods Generation 2 in a Latercase little Kevlar case too, because it stays on there good and it keeps it from just scratching up the thing when it's in and out of my pocket. A lot of times this will fit in my fifth pocket on my jeans. And then of course, Apple Watch Ultra Series 2 with a band that I got off of Amazon. I actually got like 4 or 5 bands off of Amazon for not very much money, and they work really well. And I don't know, it's awesome. But I love this watch. Sometimes I'll wear a non-Apple watch. I'll wear like a regular watch, but most of the time it's this Apple Watch Series 2. We talked for a minute about fifth pocket. This is a SOG Power Pint. This is the other thing that sometimes will live in my fifth pocket on my jeans. I carry it quite a bit actually. I like it because it has a little gear, I don't know what they call it. They have a name for it, but it's to give you better leverage even though the thing's really small, and I really like it a lot. And the tools in it are pretty useful too. The most thing I use the most is the flathead screwdriver and the Phillips screwdriver for just tightening things up and you know, doing various things like that. I really like that a lot. This is my Leatherman bracelet. I think these are discontinued now. I don't think they make them, but when you look closer at this, there's Allen keys, Phillips heads, a bottle opener, flatheads, a 1/4-inch socket driver, and there's some other tools too. Square head bit, I actually use that a lot because when we're in our B-class motorhome, I use that to tighten up stuff all the time. Yeah, so this pretty much lives on my wrist at all times. The other thing is, let's get into writing. So this lives in my pocket. I just got this actually. I shouldn't say this lives in my pocket all the time, but it does most of the time. This is actually for a pocket knife and a pen, but I actually carry a flashlight. So this is the Olight Arcfeld, and I really like this light because it's flat and it fits in here perfectly. Now I have a bunch of Olights. We'll get into that in a minute. I have a couple in my backpack, and I have another little Olight Baton 3 that I carry in my pocket sometimes too. But recently I've been carrying this the most because it fits perfectly in here. It clips in and it's really super, I don't know, it's super sleek. Once you put the stuff in here, then it'll fit in your front pocket without jangling around. And I always carry a pen. Recently I have been very fascinated with fountain pens, and so this is the Big Idea Designs Fountain EDC. And this is a small fountain pen that, once it is uncapped and posted, feels like an actual size fountain pen, and I really like it a lot. It's really cool. When I am not carrying a fountain pen, or we'll get into backpack carry in a little bit here, but when I'm not carrying a fountain pen for some reason, I will also carry a ballpoint. And the ballpoint I usually carry is the Tactile Turn. This is the short one, and this is not the slim. This is the regular size. This one is in titanium. I also have a full length in copper that you'll see here in a few minutes, but that is another pen that I carry a lot. and I really, really like it. The reason I started using this is because I was starting to open up my clips by clipping them on the side of my jeans, and so I got that, and it works better in the pocket. And of course we need to talk pocket knives, because if you follow this channel at all, you know I'm a huge pocket knife freak. Now there's a lot of pocket knives that I carry, obviously, and I swap them in and out, and I have a few different ones. You've seen a video on that, but this one is my number one most of the time in my pocket at all times knife. This is my Chris Reeve large Sebenza 31. This one has canvas micarta onlays and S45 VN blade. You can see it's used. I use the crap out of this thing. I don't care about, you'll watch a lot of videos and people say they worry about all the little marks that get on the, I don't even care. This knife is just so good that there's really no reason to have anything else once you have one of these. Probably 90% of the time I carry a backpack with me, just because I'm out doing stuff and there's stuff that needs to be with me that just has to be with me at all times. This is a Vertex Ready Pack 3. It is a tactical backpack, but it doesn't look that way. And I really, really like that, because then no matter what's in it, you don't really know from the outside. The other thing that's cool is behind this panel is a 3A rated body armor, flexible body armor panel by Premier Body Armor, and it's made for this backpack. So what you can do is, if you ever get in a situation, hopefully you don't, but if you do, you can put the backpack on backwards, and then you basically have a bulletproof panel on your person. It's pretty cool. And the backpack itself is actually really, really nice. There's pockets everywhere. I mean, we could do, if you wanted, I could do a full review just on the backpack itself, but it has all kinds of stuff. So I guess we could just get into it. So I actually carry a bullet journal everywhere because I write a lot. And I plan videos and stuff like that. So I do that with a real pen and a real piece of paper. I don't do it on my iPad. I carry in this thing. So this is like a molly-webbed panel that has all these little pieces you can buy for it and kind of build it out however you want, this Vertex backpack. So on this panel, I have a Leatherman signal, because I always carry a multi-tool with me, and this is a full-size one, and it works pretty awesome. It goes right there. The other thing I carry is I carry a fountain pen in my backpack just in case I need a pen, and this is a Lamy Safari. So it's a little kind of more heavy duty. It's like the Rubbermaid of fountain pens, and it works really awesome. So that lives in there. And then in this pocket, this is the main pocket. So there's a couple things of interest in here. This is a Olight Baton flashlight. And this flashlight is a bigger one than, there's another little one too. But it has a double-sided clip, so you can put it on the bill of a hat if you need to. It's got a bunch of settings. This is one of their special edition finishes. So that lives in here at all times. So I always have a flashlight with me. A little bit bigger than the other one. So that fits right in there. There's also in here a ballpoint because, well, let's face it. If you're with me and you want to borrow a pen, I'm going to hand you a ballpoint. So this is a copper tactile turn, full size. It's a little heavier than the titanium one, and I really like this pen a lot. This was my first EDC pen, and I really like that a lot. So that's a tactile turn ballpoint. This is, I always carry a fixed blade in my backpack too. So this is a half face blades Featherlight. It's a S35 VN handle, carbon fiber scales. Just fixed blades are nice to have if, in case you need to do something really heavy duty. They're just nice to have one. And so since I have the room for it, I carry it right here. As far as technology goes, in this backpack, I'll carry my iPad Pro. I can't remember what case this is. But anyways, iPad Pro with the pencil. This is the newest one with the M2 chip in it. And then I'll also carry an M1 MacBook Pro in here if I need to. That swaps out depending on whatever I'm going to use. We also carry a Mophie charging block in here because, you know, sometimes you need more battery. And then I also carry the charging block for a laptop and this is an Anchor, I think. And this can charge 100 watts, so it'll charge my laptop or my iPad or both at the same time, or my phone, or any number of things. If I bring a GoPro with me, I can charge a GoPro with it. I could do all kinds of stuff with that little dude right there. And of course the cables that go with it. So that all lives right in that little pocket. And then this is just kind of my quick access pocket where I'll throw my wallet, which is Exter, the little Exter switchblade wallet, so you can get your cards out. And oh, I guess I do have a little Baton 3, the little mini Olight is just thrown in there. That just lives wherever. And then of course keys. I don't try not to carry keys in my pocket whenever possible because it just drives me crazy. But that's what's in the backpack. Now we get into EDC belts. So I have got to carry this stuff around and keep your pants up, right? So I've got a few different options here. I've got 3 different ones that I really like. This is the Groove Life, and what I like about this belt is it's magnetic and it's got a little stretch to it, like a little give. The only downside to it is, so if you're carrying something light with, you know, that's not as heavy, knives, you know, stuff that clips on your belt normally, this is great. And I actually wear this belt with dress pants a lot. I have 2 of these with different colors. You can get them in a bunch of different, you know, combinations. And this one, I really like this belt. But if you get into something heavier on your belt, then a lot of times this one will kind of move around a little bit and will not keep everything where you want it, let's say. So I've got a couple other options that are a little heavier dutier for heavier items. Core Essentials actually sent me this belt to review, and it's taken me forever to get to it, but here it is. I really like this belt a lot. It is really stiff. You can see that it's made for carrying heavier things, and it's got a ratcheting belt system in here with a little handle that unclicks it. And the other thing that's cool about it is it's got this breakaway belt buckle. So when you've got this around you and you're carrying other things, you know, like right here, for example, and it pushes away from your body a little bit, sometimes you need that little breakaway spot, and it's kind of nice. The only downside to it that I don't like is the buckle is too big for me. So this is my fault though. When I selected this belt, I thought that this belt buckle would be cool, but for me personally, it's too big. I would rather they have another narrower one, maybe I'll show you a clip of what that looks like, that I would like to have instead. Other than that, the quality of this belt is fantastic. I really like it. I don't wear it very much because of this buckle choice. So I need to get the other buckle from them and then put that on there, and then I would probably wear this belt all the time. That's from Core Essentials. The belt I wear the most is called the Next belt. The reason I wear it the most is because the buckle is so small. And it's the same thing, ratcheting. The problem with this belt, and you can see I've worn it a lot, it's like probably starting to wear out. You can see where heavier things get clipped right here, and it kind of has broken it down some. The Core Essentials belt is actually tougher than this one, but this one's a little more flexible, and it's like a give and take. If it's a little more flexible and comfortable, then it is going to be a little more flimsy. The Core Essentials belt is stiffer, but I like this buckle better. I like the little one button release, but this is the problem with the next belt. The fabric continues and continues and continues to come apart. It's just, I've not had this belt very long, probably 6 months, and it's done this the entire time. It's just continuing to fall apart. I still wear it because I like it, but I'm probably going to switch back to the Core Essentials as soon as I get that smaller belt buckle, because this drives me crazy. I'm always like trimming pieces of thread off of this thing. I love this belt, but I wish it was more heavy duty. And if they see this video, hopefully they get that idea. But I really like it a lot. It just, I don't know. In 6 months, I don't think it should fall apart that much. Okay, so when we start talking about carrying heavier things on our belt, these are the things that I use to carry them. My favorite is Eclipse holsters. That's why 2 out of 3 are Eclipse. The Walter PDP that I have, they did not at the time of me ordering it have a model, so this is a Vetter. It's okay, but I don't like the belt clip as much. But this is a Vetter holster for a PDP. This is my SIG 365XL holster, and it works awesome, and I like the double belt clip. And then this is for my Shadow Systems MR920. So, in case you're wanting to carry around heavier things, I definitely recommend Eclipse holsters. They're very, very good. I have a couple other holsters. I have a Tulster Tulster holsters, but I actually recently have had to warranty that one out. These ones have not given me any trouble at all whatsoever. Well, there you go. Thank you so much. Like I said, there's links down there. You can check that stuff out if you want. Helps out the channel. Also, if you want me to dive into anything in specific in this channel a little bit more, I'm going to do another video about some pens that I've gotten recently. If there's any specific knives you want to see deeper videos about, maybe the backpack, any of that kind of stuff, or any of our other kind of setups around here, let me know. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you in the next video.